Fellow Dentonites, welcome back to another episode of The Buzz in Denton. This is your one-stop shop for everything event-wise in Denton that I can find. And we gather anything from family-friendly, kid-only to adult-only, everything in between. So you definitely want to hit that subscribe button, follow us where you can. I do try and post a list of some of the things I do come across, but there's always a lot more information within these podcasts themselves, so definitely do that. Before we get started, I would like to give a shout-out to our sponsor this week, the Chestnut Tree. If you guys haven't been there for a minute or didn't even know about what they offer, they do an incredible happy hour Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday where they do some Italian style tapas, and of course they do some fabulous wines that's cost effective. But without further ado, let's talk about today's episode, which is Leap Day. It's Thursday the 29th, right? So we always start off again with what national day is it? One, it's Leap Year Day, of course. I mean, it's kind of hard to get around that, but it's also Time Refund Day. You always hear people talk about how, I wish I had more time. Well, guess what? You have a whole extra day this year to do whatever that you want to do with it. Don't waste it. Do something powerful with it. Anyway, let's find out. There's not a whole lot going on. This is going to be a fairly short list, but there's still a lot going. There's still enough to do, so definitely pay attention here. So we're kicking off at the Dime Store is doing a clay cup workshop. That kicks off at 6 o'clock. That's $80. Again, that includes all the supplies you need. It includes firing of your cup and everything else. You get to pick it back up, and it also includes wine. Yeah, if you're a wine drinker and do that. If not, they have sparkling water and some other things for you as well. Then moving on, we do have Andrew Church of God in Christ. They're doing a quick little workshop on Denton workers know your rights. It's a free workshop kicking off at 6 o'clock. If you feel that maybe you're not being treated properly at work, if you have some questions, that's where you want to go, and they're going to answer all your questions for you. There is a little coalition going on here in Denton that you can reach out to and get some questions answered to make sure your employer is within their rights or within your rights. So next up, we have D20 Tavern does their LFP night. That's $5, kicking off at 7 o'clock as a weekly occurrence. If you're not familiar with what that is where you get to go and throw in $5 and you get to join other people's games. Plus, you get games of your own. So if you want to play, you can't get your friends together, this is a place to meet new friends. Steve's Wine Bar has Noel Johnston Trio kicking off at 7:30. That's I think it's a $10 advance tickets on something like that, so you might want to check it up. And that's from the way I saw it. I don't know if that was just a reserve table or if that was just the cost in general. But usually it's about $10, $15 there when you go to see the awesome bands that Steve and them bring on. The Dive, I'm going to back this up a little bit. At the Dive over there at Unicorn Lake, they are doing their Thursday night indoor market. That kicks off at 5 o'clock. Again, it's a free event. They run all kinds of happy hour all day. They have some specials on appetizers and a lot of good things going on. So you might want to stop over there. Check out what the vendors they are. I've been there a few times. They've got some excellent, artisanal foods there and some crafts and all kinds of stuff. So go over there and check them out. UNT Lyceum building is putting on the UNT Fine Arts Series, the Artist Talk by interdisciplinary artist Carolina González Valencia. That kicks off at 7 o'clock. It's a free event, so you get to go in there, you get to listen to the Artist Talk, and learn obviously and connect with other artists if that's what your thing is. Over at Anderson's Distillery, they do their Tarot Thursdays. That kicks off at 7 o'clock. Again, it's a weekly event. Loophole does their trivia night. It's 7 o'clock. Again, that's a weekly event. So if you're into trivia, go check out the Loophole. Bearded Monk is doing a Leap Day party. That starts at 7 o'clock as well. Again, it's free. This is actually a frog-themed extravaganza. So I remember seeing on there was going to be leapfrog and other frog-oriented themes. So maybe bring a little pet frog. Maybe get a frog costume. I don't know. But show up and frog around. Rubber Gloves, they always have some great indie bands in there. No Coast presents. They're doing bands Flooding, Darling Farm, A Brief Memoir, Char-X. That kicks off at 7 o'clock, and that's $15 at the door on that one. Game Changers does their karaoke starting at 7:30. That is a weekly. Rubber Gloves is having Glitter Bomb. That kicks off at 8. That's probably $15 at the door as well. Or if you can afford more, definitely do that. They always they give back to a lot of good causes. Kava Bar does their bingo night kicking off at 8 o'clock. That's a weekly occurrence. Denton County Brewing Company does their karaoke. That kicks off at 8 o'clock as well. Dan Silverleaf They're having the DMAC Leap Day bands and Charlie Morales. That's going to be 7 o'clock kickoff, and that's $10 advance ticket, probably $50 at the door. Dusty's does their open mic night kicking off at 8 p.m. It's a weekly occurrence. And they do have food specials there too, like 75-cent wings. So, and that's it. That's what we have everything for, Leap Day, February 29th. Definitely, again, check out our sponsor, the Chestnut Tree. If I forget something, guys, don't be afraid to reach out or let me know when the event is. Don't be afraid to add to the comment section and go from there. So, but without further ado, guys, appreciate y'all listening, and we'll see y'all out there.